तो हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे पिगमेंट्स के बारे में। सो फर्स्ट पिगमेंट जिसके बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे दैट इज लाइपोफिस्चिन। अब सी व्हाट इज दिस लाइपोफिस्चिन। इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज लाइपोक्रोम। इसको हम वियर एंड टियर पिगमेंट भी बोलते हैं। दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज एजिंग पिगमेंट। दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज सेनाइल पिगमेंट। सो it is also known as or called as what? First is lipochrome, second aging pigment. It can also called senile or aging is same thing, so just remember like that. And the third one is wear and tear pigment. Now normally how lipofuscin is formed. So see, this lipofuscin generally form in the lysosome. Lysosome has two things. One is the transitional metals like iron, copper, zinc, okay, and other is what? That is oxidized lipid peroxidase are present in lysosomes. Now students, how lipofuscin is formed? Just see, it is generally formed within lysosome, and in lysosomes two things are present. What are those things? First one is transitional metals like iron or copper or zinc. Other one that is present here, that is oxidized lipid peroxidase. Now these both, the transitional metals and oxidized lipid peroxidase, they both undergo what? They both undergo Fenton's reaction. Now what is Fenton's reaction? Just see. When iron, Fe3 plus form of iron combines with water, it will form Fe2 plus and free radical, that is hydroxyl group radical, okay. This is what? This is free radical, and from Fenton reaction what is produced? That is this hydroxyl radical is produced, and you know these free radicals are very harmful, and these hydroxyl radicals, they in turn cause peroxidation of lipids. They cause what? Peroxidation of lipids, okay. The other thing you have to remember about this pigment is generally perinuclear. What does mean perinuclear? As you can see in this image, this is the nucleus. Around these nucleus, can you appreciate this color? The golden brown color around the nucleus. This is nucleus. Around this pigment is present. Here the nucleus. So that's why we call lipofuscin is a perinuclear pigment. So write down here, lipofuscin is perinuclear pigment. And what is the color of this pigment? That is golden brown. It is golden brown in color. Okay, now where you gonna find this lipofuscin pigment deposition? So first example you have to remember is, that is brown atrophy of heart. What is that? Brown atrophy of heart. Okay. Second, in aging you can also found this pigment deposition. Then the third is cancer cachexia. In case of cancer cachexia, it is present. Okay. Other is malnutrition. So these are some situations where you can find lipofuscin pigment deposition. Now the second pigment we're gonna discuss is, that is hemosiderin. Hemosiderin. Now what is this hemosiderin? It is a hemoglobin derived pigment. Okay, when there is a hemolysis or repeated blood transfusion, then this pigment can form and it will deposit in the cell. So it is what? It is a hemoglobin derived pigment. Okay, and they can ask you what are the causes of this? That is causes, I have already told you. First one is repeated blood transfusion. One is the repeated blood transfusion. The second one is what? That is hemolytic anemia. That is hemolytic anemia. Now what is the color of this hemosiderin? It is generally gives the color of dark red or brownish color. It is of dark red or brownish color. हमने लाइपोफिस्टिन में क्या बोला था? It is golden brown and hemosiderin क्या है? It is dark red or brownish in color. Now, what are the stains you can use for hemosiderins? So, stains for hemosiderin. First one is the Prussian blue stain. First one is the Prussian blue. The stain that you can use for this is Prussian blue, or you can also use Pearl's stain. These both stains we use for what? That is for iron. It is a stain for iron. Okay. Now, can you see this image? Here there is a dark red color deposit. This is what? This is hemosiderin. This is what? This is hemosiderin. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about melanin deposition. Melanin deposition. Now you know what is the color of melanin. Generally, melanin is a black in color. What is the color? That is black in color. Okay. Now, what stain you can use here? It is important. MCQ can be asked on the stain, that is Mason-Fontana stain. Okay. Just remember the stain, Mason-Fontana stain. Now see here. Can you clearly appreciate this black color deposits? These are nothing but the melanin. This is what? Melanin.